Good morning, New York City. The sun is shining, the birds are all dead, and this morning I locked my wife and kids inside of my mansion before heading to work in my Hyundai Elantra. Looks like there's a big storm coming in from the west here. Here's a fun fact about that cardinal direction. Let me try using it in the form of an example sentence. My wife told me to head west after I raised my voice at the dinner table last night because that's not an environment we should be raising our children in. Well, you know what, Denise? Why don't you turn up the volume on the TV with those arthritis-ridden fingers of yours, because this cowboy's got a little something to say to you.
This is the police. Put your hands on your head and get on your knees. All right, he's not resisting. Take the shot.
Hey there, intense back pain here. Well, I really hope you've never seen something like that on live television before. However, if I'm being brutally honest, I would have killed to see the whole JFK thing live. If you're anyone that exists and breathes, then I'm going to assume that at some point in your life, you've spent your morning doing one of the following things: enjoying a cold bowl of Cookie Crisp while watching SpongeBob, or waking up in your hospital bed to Tucker Carlson trying to fathom the existence of Martin Luther King Jr. Regardless of where you get your news, someone out in the world is going to tell you that it's wrong. Oh, okay, so you watch CNN. Yeah, no, okay, that's not really based. You should be watching MSNBC. They show more people crying. Immediately, this video seems like it's going to go in a very political direction, which I know you guys would just eat up. But I'm not here today to post a passive-aggressive infographic about why we should cancel people who use palm oil products. I'm here to eradicate the credibility of every single news source in existence. See, when I'm watching the Today Show, I don't look at Al Roker and go, wow, what a standout celebrity with such a wealth of knowledge about the modern world. I think, yeah, that's a guy who can read really fast and talk good. Wouldn't the world be so much better if we all just looked at celebrities and TV personalities in that way? And sorry to come back to this, but wouldn't it be awesome if people stopped posting infographics about why I need to post infographics? The people that we see on TV are no different than us. They're just regular people who happen to discover cocaine and journalism at the same time. So why do we trust these people to deliver literally everything that dictates our lives? Well, like I said before, cocaine's a very powerful drug. I'm more likely to take advice from the man who's violently shaking outside of my local 7-Eleven. But wait, that's not just any man. That's Rhett from Rhett and Link. New gas station hacks on tomorrow's episode of Good Mythical Morning. We're gonna learn how to turn a cigarette into a spliff. One day I'm gonna stop writing Rhett and Link jokes, I promise, but they're really good. Anyway, I decided to head back into my laboratory to do a little bit of research on all of the times that our fearless headline leaders have made us question our sanity. Let me tell you, there are a lot, and that means we're about to have a lot of fun. As you watch this video, I want you to think about the time that you accidentally called your teacher mom. I want you to sit in that feeling, and then I want you to think about your dog being torn to shreds by a vulture. I think that by doing that, you'll be able to properly experience the discomfort that these subjects are going through.
Another power display by your Atlanta Braves. And of course, we have a situation where we're going to get you downstairs now to hear from manager Brian Snicker.
All right, so this one's just awesome. It's impossible to not immediately point out the absolute jackass at the beginning with the child-sized jersey. Where's the child? But more importantly, why isn't security putting a stop to this? Oh, right, because he's eating shit. So much it seems that he's literally folded himself in half. Also, it looked like he was pulling up his pants as he was running into action, so yeah, he was doomed from the start. However, what's most impressive about this clip is the news reporter's ability to just keep it together as this guy completely annihilates his self-esteem. In summary, this man committed murder, and this man let him get away with it. I suppose this one's a particular case in which the reporters are actually doing their job extremely well, but if this is their level of security, then who's to stop Joaquin Phoenix from telling another joke?
This is really, really delicious. It's got, if you like I said, you like lemon.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this thing.
So let's just stop here. What do you think this news reporter is gonna do next? I'm gonna offer you answers in the form of multiple choice. Will he A, like the food and say, thank you, B, have an allergic reaction, or C, drop the food? Remember your answers, folks. Here we go.
Ooh. Very. Oh.
What happened?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know. Not that good.
All wrong answers. Instead, he managed to do the most embarrassing thing possible on live television. Well, one thing's for sure, he's definitely getting blacklisted from every restaurant in his city. The fucking chef is absolutely speechless.
What happened?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's really funny because it's one of those things that you just don't do in general. See, one time I was eating this really rank, stanky ass fish at my cousin's house and it made me gag, so then my uncle yelled at me really loud and then I cried. What I'm trying to say is that this is something only a child would do. This video instills the same feeling in me that I had when I shit myself on a Razor moped on New Year's Eve in 2008. Oh, okay, 1 second. All right, I'm receiving a call from an unknown number, and it seems that the studio is interested in letting them through, so let's take them in. Hello?
Wow, what a trick.
I didn't think you'd actually have enough brain to separate from the left and answer your cellular.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Incredible.
Alright, now look, we're pretty busy right now, and the studio doesn't have that many minutes on their phone plan, so, you know.
Minutes? Could it be, perhaps, because you don't own an iPhone?
No, it's just a joke that I thought was funny and didn't feel like explaining. Anyway, who is this?
Jokes, right. And that's all I am to you, correct? Just one big joke. I'm Louis the 16th, and you're President Grover Cleveland, of course.
What? What a bizarre selection for comparison.
Actually, you're wrong, and you don't really understand.
No, I'm very correct. I mean, that was the most half-assed selection of all
We,
time.
the show, have been following you. We were really hoping that you would make some more anti-PC jokes about that uncle and his niece in the spelunking video, but I guess not everyone is a true comedian. That's why I stopped watching YouTube after Filthy Frank left. My humor is more edgy, and a lot of people just don't understand.
I must be talking to a Mr. Carlson, then.
Talking at me. For we only talk now over the phone as your minutes go to waste. When our flesh finally meets and we feel the warmth of each other's skin, then, and only then, will you be talking to a Mr. Carlson. For now, just keep making your silly little videos about fairy tales and old Christian myths. We'll be in touch.
And you know, I'll eat anything.
Give
so,
it a try.
yeah.
Let's see. What do you think?
Really good. I mean, it tastes like ice cream. Like
What's the taste? Oh,
He likes that one too.
he likes it too.
So what I gather from this video, given the headline of healthy food your dog will love, is that they're presenting this special ice cream made for dogs. This fucking bozo says, I'll try anything, knowing that his status and power can get him into a hospital quicker than a body with no pulse and no breathing. And then he goes in for that bite. Now I'm gonna be completely fair here and admit that one, I truly do believe him, and two, I also would try it. I don't think that the ice cream is that bad. However, it is at this point in the video where my agreement with him comes to a hard stop.
So
You know what I think it is? It's those hot temperatures that we've been experiencing here in Southern California.
bad
Just
as
wants
well.
to cool off. Oh, you want me to taste it? Ready?
Congratulations for eating a spoonful of crusty white dog tuna breath stink. Additionally, it is my job to inform you that you've been added to multiple watch lists due to your lack of decency around animals. Oh, you poor bitch. My bad, I was talking about the dog. But there has to be some big, awkward halt to this situation. Right? Let's find out.
maybe try it
good,
before your
right?
dog has it, rather than
not bad at
after.
all. You want some?
I have it all the time.
Yeah.
No way! Okay, I'm done with them.
The movie really is amazing. My girls were completely engrossed by it when we were watching it, because it really does make you feel like you're inside this 11-year-old girl.
No! Imagine being the guy behind the camera here. Now, if he realized what he said, this situation could have been a million times less awkward. Instead, we're left with a silence that feels like someone's forgotten their line in a high school play, and the play is To Kill a Mockingbird, and we're at that part. We're at that part. But let's be real. Knowing Walt Disney, if he saw this press release, he'd be like, hold on, I've got a new idea.
Sound check, Madison Brooks reporting I'm not getting any sound. What the hell Did you just lick my ear?
It works. Let's try it.
What the ew!
Of all of the things that take place in this video, I can't get over the people behind the camera that are like, well, come on then, it's live. What the fuck are you doing? In fact, lick it again. I'm trying to find any kind of reason that this guy might have had to do this, but since I'm drawing a blank, I think it's appropriate to label this as blatant assault. What this man considers to be a delicious and forbidden snack, in reality turns out to be his last meal as a free man. I can't take this anymore. But I do have one final clip. But this isn't just any clip. This just so happens to be my favorite news clip of all time. I'm sure you'll see why in a moment.
Timo Helman, sä et ole kauheasti ollut politiikassa vielä luottamustehtävissä, mutta haluat
Where to start? So, I want you to just take a look at this guy and tell me that this isn't the face of someone who's about to experience pure terror. He just looks like the kind of person who has bad shit happening to him all the time. His jaw is clenched like a goddamn bear trap, but his eyes are on the prize. Now, part of the charm of this video is that I have no idea what's going on. However, it is so evocative in the way that it presents itself that it reads like a beautifully crafted foreign film. You can feel the climax of this video coming like a... Wait a second. This is a great spot for a cum joke. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what happens to top this off.
aluehallintokeskukset on niin sanottuja provinsseja.
Eli ikään kuin maakunnille
Joo.
lisää valtaa eri puolilla Eurooppaa.
Kyllä.
Ja kansanäänestyksen lisää.
Mikäli
Dinner and a show? This man just made vomit look like chicken noodle soup, the chunky kind. Can we just take a moment to appreciate this champion, though? Because even after consuming his own vomit, this guy manages to finish out the interview with the same appeal as a car crash that you just can't look away from. I would dare to say that thousands of people viewed that clip live, which makes me wonder, will we ever see this man again? The answer? Yes. On Good Mythical Morning. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I sure hope you enjoyed this media spectacular. You gotta give these people credit, though. You can't just predict when news is gonna happen. That's why we have breaking news. And these people always have to be ready to do this stuff, like, on point. So as stupid as these people can come off sometimes, they definitely do a lot of work. And a lot of cocaine. But boy, am I glad that that's not what I'm doing. Instead, I'm doing this. Well, I love you, folks. Until next time,